Hello, this is Rice. Today I'll be showing you how to use Gimp to extract a anime sprite from a background. If you're like me, you've probably had some trouble going to, different softwares or asking online, like, hey, how do I do this? Most of the methods I've come across work by recognizing color hues. So for instance, you see this brown black over here, it recognized this as part of the background, but by doing so it also accidentally removed the same hues from its jacket, causing there to be holes in the PNG. So this is the best method I have found so far. Again, I'm a hobbyist, I'm not claiming to be any sort of expert. This is just, get that information out here. So you can download Gimp using gimp.org. It's a free to use program. It's available for Microsoft, Mac, or Linux. So first things first, you're going to want to, after you've uploaded your image, click Layer, Transparency, Add Output Channel. Next, you're going to want to click this Path tool over here, make sure it stays on design. Zoom in closely on your image so you can see his border pixels almost. And from there, you're going to want to select. Just clicking, with your right mouse, clicking forward, making sure all these dots connect. If they do not connect, it will remove a portion of your sprite image. I have learned that the hard way. Oh gosh, I was meaning to click Control Z, not Control X. Thank you. I've learned that the hard way, as I have had Albert's face entirely removed from his body because there was a little hole in the sprite. For the sake of video length and to make sure that you guys can get as much as you need out of the short time possible, I will not be selecting the whole sprite. Right ahead, I will be just showing you just quickly from this small section. Control Z here. Now, I do know in Gimp you are able to adjust the lines to have sort of a curved border. I have not been too comfortable using that yet, and I've had it mess with a lot of my files. So like I said, I'm a hobbyist, not an expert. I'm still learning how to do that. Once I learn how to do that and I'm confident into not corrupting my files, I will show you how, because I want this information to be available, especially to a lot of other hobbyists as well. So as you can see, I have all of my vectors set up with their points. I'm just going to cut across here and just make some quick lines over here as well, just so that all the lines are connecting. So from there, you're going to click Select from Path. Now, if I don't click Select and Invert, what this ends up doing is if I were to click Delete, well, if I click Select from Path, and if I end up clicking Delete, it ends up removing his head, right? We don't want that. We want to keep Roger's head on his body. So I'm going to Control Z real quick, and from there, I'm going to go Select, Invert, and then Delete, so it deletes everything else except for his head, right? So that's very useful to know. Now, you want to do that at first when you select the whole sprite, but afterwards, for instance, if I was trying to remove, let's say I select the whole sprite, oh, the background shows through here, through his arm and his body, I'd go through, select that, I would not invert it, and I would just click Delete. From there, once you're fully selected with your sprite and you're happy with it, I would click File, Export. It'll have the name .png. Make sure you export it as a PNG. If not, JPEGs don't support transparent backgrounds, so please make sure it's a PNG. The name of the file .png. Export that. I turn compression all the way down to 0 because remember, the more compressed an image is, the less pixels it has, meaning the blurrier the image. So I always turn compression down to 0, and then I save as such. So that is the end of my brief tutorial. I apologize for the audio quality. If you have any questions, please let me know.